you like our videos, please like, share, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff that this little chunky boy, this month. Oh, what a little fucking beautiful. Thank you, buddy. Alright, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. If this is your first time on the channel, then please like, share, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff if you do enjoy. And if you're back from the pack, then welcome back to you and myself and Jimmy. Appreciate continued support. Today, we have another PreCon upgrade for y'all today. We are looking at Morska, Undersea Sleuth, and the Deep Blue Sea PreCon. A little late on the actual set, but still playing this deck. Still doing pretty goddamn good with it. And I figured I'd go through the upgrades that I would make to this, in my personal opinion, and the cuts. So just from my personal playing experience from playing Morska, she makes the game long, very, very long. Like once you get going and you start getting your clues on the board and everything, you start making your mana base pop off and everything. Like she can make a game that would normally take an hour take 2.5. Like, especially in my pod where everyone's playing kind of fucky things like my buddy Chaos is playing Dihada Legends. His girlfriend's playing like Ivy, Spell Thief, and Slivers, and my brother is playing Vampires and led by Amalia from the Lost Cavern set of Ixalan, and then the Verena the Lich Queen as his other zombies deck. So all in all, you have a lot of things that make pretty big board presences, and this deck does not stop. It persists. It keeps going. It just shits out tokens like no tomorrow. There's a lot of really funky abilities in here that make it especially threatening. So we're just going to quickly skim through a few cards here and go through the ones that are especially good, and ones that I probably will be cutting for one reason or another. So we have Morska herself. No max hand size, huge, very useful. The upkeep investigate, very useful. And that second card for 2 counters, oh jeez, I forgot the trigger so many times, and still she got up to like an 8, like an 8/11 in just a couple of turns. So she can get pretty powerful really fast, especially if you're popping 2 clues on other people's turns. That really makes things very fucked. Which is helped by Tezzeret, Betrayer of Flesh. Very good Planeswalker in this deck, with the first activated ability of an artifact being reduced by 2. And it doesn't have that little caveat that like cards normally have now, where it's like, it can't be reduced past 1. Nope, you can reduce it to 0. So you basically get a free clue, a free card. Everything on here is pretty good. I never used his -2 ability for the vehicle. Though I could see that in certain circumstances, turning a clue into a 4/4 vehicle. Or rather, rather 4/4 artifact creature. If it isn't a vehicle, it gets 4/4. Sorry. I see that being useful sometimes, but not like all the time kind of thing. And then I popped off the ultimate on this twice in one game. So every time I tapped an artifact, I drew 2 cards, which was kind of fucked. So very good card in the deck, especially for 4 mana. Academy Manufactured, don't even need to talk about that. Very good card. Adrix and Nev, also very strong card. Aerial Extortionist. This was very funny. I exiled a few things with this, and just was an annoying little pissant with this. So definitely got some fun stuff with that. 5 mana is a bit expensive, but still got some funny effects there. Alondra had some good plays. The second card, creating Drakes, I definitely got that a lot. I did pop off the 5th card ability once, so not bad. Betty Brax, very good. Used him. Chalane, also very good. Used him. Detective of the Month. I also got her down in a game, and she didn't really get me a ton of value because it was near the end of the game, but I can definitely see it being um, possible for that to be pretty good, where you're just shitting out more tokens. So that's not bad, especially for 3 mana. This was a super strong effect, especially with Morska, because every time on upkeep I'm investigating twice, which is disgusting. So that one's definitely staying. Essex was funny. Um, Unfortunately, it's not in the colors where I don't know if there's anything in these colors that gives tokens like ignore the legendary uh rule or the legend rule. But even without copying legends and just copying normal creatures, I used this to when I got I think I for some reason was getting 3 clues on upkeep because of Morska, Airdwall, Illuminator, and something else. So what I then did is I made those 3 tokens into copies of Airdwall Illuminator. So then on upkeep I was making 5 clues. Um, which then we'll just skip ahead here to Tangletrove Kelp, which is a disgusting combo card. It's a little pricey at 7 mana, but I was able to cast it pretty consistently. And dude, every combat making all your clues 6/6s, 6/6s, and with that combo making 5 clues on upkeep. This is a disgusting little combo here, and yeah, there's a lot of really good synergies in this deck. Ethereal Investigator investigates for each opponent, not bad. Drawing second card creates a 1/1 White Spirit, so it's the same thing as Detective of the Month, except without the Ascend and 1 more mana, and you instantly get 3 clues out of it. So not terrible. Not the worst. Graph Mole, very good. I put him down and started sacking clues, and yeah, it popped off a lot of life there. Hornet Queen. I think this might be our first cut, boys. 7 mana, flying Death Touch 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, I create 4 green 1/1 insect creature tokens from flying Death Touch. I haven't actually pulled this card once in any of the games, and even if I did, I don't think I would have any reason to cast it. Because I still won the games that I played. Like, that's the thing with Morska drawing out the game so long. She still won me the games because of the overwhelming, like, clues and shenanigans that are in here. So I honestly think that Hornet Queen might be something that we could put in considering for cuts here. Hydroid Crassus was very good. Like, there's no reason to take him out. He's very, very fun. Innocuous Researcher with a parlay ability. I actually haven't pulled this one, so I haven't seen this. Whenever it attacks, each player reveals top card of their library. Each non-land investigate, and then each player draws a card. On end step, you may untap all lands you control, and if you do, you can't cast spells until your next turn. So, okay, so basically, the way I understand that is you could. So you attack, you parlay, you make a bunch of clues. And then at the beginning of your end step, you can untap all your lands. Can't do any counterspell shenanigans or anything, but you can sack all your clues and get a shit ton of card draw. It's definitely not bad at format. You know what? Let's just put them in considering for now because I don't really know how I feel. Because, like, that's powerful, untapping all your lands, but not being able to cast spells with them, that's kind of not ideal. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, create a 2/2 green cat. And then you can boost every creature by XX, where that's the number of cards in your hand. Yeah, that's just like an auto include for 2 fucking mana. That's an easy auto include. Junkwinder, affinity for tokens, which is much better than improvise, which we're gonna get to in a second here. Whenever a token enters, tap non-lands. Yeah, I mean that's just that we should keep. Kappa Cannoneer isn't terrible, but that improvise cost is pretty annoying sometimes. Coma, I think we keep because it just makes good value. It doesn't really make clues, but it makes me a bunch of tokens, which is also ideal. So I'll keep that. Lannis was not bad. I actually used the sacrifice and reveal cards ability. So not bad. That's definitely got its uses. Merchant of Truth. Non-token creatures dying and investigating because that good protection there. Did like that. Clues giving exalted. That one didn't come up as often, but I feel like it can be very powerful. Like you swing with your commander, you have like 8 clues, you get 8 plus whatever Morska already has from you like drawing your second card for the turn. Like, yeah, very decent. The Deer Kraken could have potential. It's not bad. Psychosis Crawler was good. Selvala, yeah, it just seems good. Serene Sleuth is the anti-goad card, which my group doesn't run goad, but I run goad. So I honestly don't think I really need this in here, just because in my pod nobody but me runs goad for the most part. So not really as valuable. And I'll just put it in my collection and then wave it in front of them when I play my goad deck. Anyways, Shimmer Dragon. Not terrible, not the worst. I did have it come out, but it wasn't like, yeah, it wasn't terrible. Tapping artifacts, drawing card, it saved me from losing the clues and stuff, so it wasn't bad. I had Sophia, didn't play her. Um, I feel like this is not horrible, but there's only one dog in this whole deck. So basically, you're creating a 2/2 with trample, and then you have to sack artifacts to put a +1 on that dog in order to get a food and investigate. Yeah, so there's a lot of hoops to jump through for Sophia. Basically, I would just need more dogs. If I have more dogs in here, that would be very useful. Because then I could actually get more value out of the the +1 on each dog you control, because otherwise it's just the token, which, if the token dies, then this whole fucking card becomes useless. Yeah, honestly, we're putting it into considering. Yeah, might as well. Thought Monitor, affinity for artifacts. I think that's, yeah, okay. There's the battlefield, draw 2 cards, not bad. Tireless Tracker was very good. Wave Sifter, very good. Yeah, Whirl Rogue wasn't bad. Farewell's great. Finale of Revelation was good. Fall of Bodies was fun. Use that. Yeah, basically everything here is great. Confirm Suspicions. I didn't really cast this at all, but 5 mana for a fucking counterspell to investigate 3 times. I think we're just gonna pull this and put like an actual counterspell in there, because like, I get that it investigates 3 times, but for 5 mana counterspell, a 5 mana counterspell, like, yeah, I don't think that's it, Chief. Disorder in the Court. Exile target X target creatures that investigate X times. Return those cards under owner's control at the beginning of the next step. I feel like this could have its uses. I didn't get a chance to play it, but it definitely can have its uses. Artifacts. Okay, here's something I need to actually learn is what the fuck does the hell does Cloak do? I'm actually confused because I've never actually used the rest of this card, this ransom out. Cloak, MTG. When it's cloaked, it's a face down 2/2 colorless. No name, no creature types, and ward 2. And may be turned up for its mana cost. Yeah, that's got some uses, I think. I haven't actually like seen like an opportunity to use it, but yeah. I actually did create the Eldrazi with this, so I think this is actually good. Magnifying glass we might pull. Because, like, having that mana rock is nice. But I have so many mana rocks, dude. I have 6 of them. Plus, I think, like, 39 lands. I don't think I need another one that investigates for 4 mana. It just doesn't seem like it's needed there. Armed with Proof was, yeah, the equipment, very funny. Killer Service, that's pretty decent. Knowledge is power. Holy crap, I used that and it was very strong. Draw 6 cards in 1 turn. Oh yeah, they're all just 6/6s now. What? Very powerful. Mechanized Productions. I haven't pulled this card in the game yet, but good lord, the moment I do is going to be an insta-win. I make so many clues. So many. Getting 8 is not going to be hard at all. Then you have On the Trail. I did have that played a few times. That wasn't bad. Ongoing Investigation was good. Search the Premises was pretty good. Haven't played the Fears yet, but that's good. Yeah, basically all of these enchantments are really good. And then, sorry, 37 lands. 37 total. Not bad. Not too bad. So we have 6 cuts. Okay, so if we got 6 cuts, I think we can put back one of these cards that I had actually taken out. I think we put Innocuous Researcher back, because the untapping the lands is situationally not terrible, so we'll do that. So we have 5 cards that we have taken out. And now we are going to put 5 in. These are ones that I initially saw as being decent choices, and we might have a little perusal. So this one I actually have. This one I own. Ezrim Agency Chief is a flying 5/5 for 5 mana. 1, 2 white, and 2 blue. There's escape twice for 1 mana, sack an artifact. It gains your choice of Vigilance, Lifelink, or Hexproof until end of turn. So basically, you can sack 3 clues, give it all 3 Vigi, Lifelink, and Hexproof. It's not bad. It's not terrible. But it might not be the most. Might not be the most fitting. Move into considering for now. Jaheira, Friend of the Forest, though. Yeah, this seems like a shoe-in. This seems like an absolute auto include. Tokens you control have tap for a green mana. You're telling me that my 8 clues can also provide me 8 green mana? Yeah. She is $6. But I own a copy of her, so I'm just going to be sliding her in. But a bit of a pricier ad if you are looking to add her. But yeah, she's definitely going in there. That is definitely an ad we want. Let's see here. We have Dugan, Private Detective from the Doctor Who set. Power and toughness are equal to each. Oh wait, power and toughness are each equal to the number of cards in your hand. Very easy to get a lot of cards in your hand with this. Enters the battlefield or it attacks. Investigate. And then the most important punch in history. I don't know what fucking reference that is, but okay. For 1 a green and tapping him, deals damage equal to twice its power to another target creature. 12 cards in hand, 24 damage. That's not bad. That's not terrible. That is not terrible at all. For under $1 too, that's pretty decent. It's not bad. This one though from the Doctor Who set seems like a much needed ad though. 4 mana artifact for 3 and a blue. Enters tapped. Tap it to add a blue for each clue control. And then it also is a clue itself. What? So you're telling me that with Jaheira, I can make my 8 clues into 8 green mana, and then I can make... Or actually, no, with this it would be 9 green mana. But instead of using this for green mana, I can tap it and just make 9 blue mana on top of the 8 green mana. Like, oh god, dude. This is gross to put in this deck. Which is why it's going in, because it's under $1. That is a steal. For an effect that powerful, oh yeah. Oh yeah. This needs to go back to the original printing, because we not want an actual price for that. Okay. Lavinia, foil to conspiracy. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, investigate. Add 2 colorless, activate only during your opponent's turn. Now, unfortunately, this is only in the clue set. Which, if I take a little gander online, let me just take a little look at my local game shop and see if they even have this in stock. Nope. Nope. That is a big knope. Foil to conspiracy is not in stock. Yeah, that seems about right. Because nobody bought the overpriced fucking glue box. Because nobody wanted to waste their money. So yeah, that is probably why this one doesn't have a listed price like all the rest of these do. Which is kind of funny. It is not on Card Kingdom at all. Very funny. We'll move that into considering for now, because even though it's a pretty decent card, yeah, it's probably not going to be able to get. However, Lonus Genetics Expert evolve, and whenever one or more +1/+1 counters are put on Lonus, investigate that many times. Whenever you sacrifice a clue, put a +1/+1 counter on another target creature. Oh, this card is so gross. This card is so gross for $16, which is reasonable. I'm actually curious if they even have a copy of this one at my local game store. Holy crap, they actually have it. But these are US prices, I should also add. So, in my Canadian prices, that's 24 smackaroos for this fucker. But he's so strong. I understand why. Evolve, and he's a 1/2, and having the dual manas, so I can cast him for 2 blue or 2 green or a green and blue, whatever. Yeah, this is gross. Whenever a creature enters, it has greater power or toughness. Power or toughness, put a +1/+1 counter on. So I play this. I play my commander. I put +1/+1 counter on it. I put it. I investigate. I create a clue. Upkeep. I create a clue. I play another creature. Oh God. And then whenever I sack a clue, I put a +1/+1 counter on another target creature, so I can sack a clue, put a +1 on my commander. Even though it's $24, which is a pricey ad, and if you're upgrading this deck and don't have the budget for that, that's totally fair. Definitely going to add him into my version of the deck though, because that's too good to pass up, dude. That's way too good to pass up. Private Eye. That's such a fucking so stupid. Other detectives you control will get +1/+1. So he's a lord. Whenever draw your second card each turn, target detective can't be blocked this turn. Which applies to the commander, because she's a detective. How many other detectives are in here? Human druid, detective. All those tokens would be detectives. Spirit. Night Elf Scout. Lawless is a detective. Merchant's a detective. Seems like those are the only detective. Like, I only have like 4 detectives. I guess if I added Dugan, that would make it a little more balanced there to do that, but it seems like it's really mainly only targeted against the commander. Then we have Senator Peacock. Artifacts you control are clues. In addition, there are other types and have 2 sacrifice this artifact, draw a card. Whenever you sacrifice a clue, target creature can't be blocked this turn. So all my artifacts are also clues now. And whenever I sack a clue, creature can't be blocked. I'm actually very curious if this one's in my local game store as well. It is. And yeah, that's not a bad price either. For 250 Canadian or 199 US, that's not bad. Not too shabby at all. Because I just sack a clue just before combat, say, hey, commander, can't be blocked. Just because take straight up commander damage. And then because I sacked a clue and drew a card, and it's probably my second card for the turn, commander gets 2 +1/+1 counters on top of that. So that's an even bigger thing swinging your way. That does seem like a very fun little combo there. And then I can do things like sack a clue, make yeah, like there's a lot of stuff I'd say every god can do, and for under like $5, that seems like a pretty decent ad, pretty well-rounded addition there. And then Tamio's Journey's really good, but I think actually what we're going to do is we're actually just going to remove all these, and we're actually just literally going to add a counter spell because the one counter spell that this deck had was a 5 mana one that creates three clues. Like 2 mana counter spell, just be done with it. Easy, enough said. Under $5, pretty common. You get counter spells out the ass if you buy Commander Masters. So, yeah, that would be my additions there. So we have Jahira, Friend of the Forest. We have Lannis, Genetic Expert, which is funny because Lannis Cryptozoologist is already in there. We have Senator Peacock. Have the 500 Years Diary. And I think that is every. Oh, and Counterspell. Yeah, obviously Counterspell. Now, you could also go in and like make some adjustments to land base here, take out a couple things here and there, maybe remove an island, put in one of like the shock lands or like something like that if you really want or if you have them, which I might do, but I can't remember if I have them all currently or not. So I think for the deck that is complete. I hope you enjoyed, and if you do end up making these adjustments to the deck, let me know how it goes, and let me know what you think. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the video. Adios, ladies and gents.